Hello there, we are back in the van. I've got the onboard camera recording, so you're going to see exactly what it's like driving on the small little roads of Guernsey here in the Channel Islands. And in today's video I'm going to take you down some small little roads, and I'm going to show you how small the roads get in Guernsey, so it'll be great to see. So it's going to be a low speed. I'll talk about the speed limits, I'll talk about what it's like driving in Guernsey, the differences between here and other parts of the world. So welcome along to the drive along. If you're new here, this channel was all about what it's like to live on the island of Guernsey, which is in the Channel Islands. So if you're interested in knowing more about island life, remember to subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying the video. And I know a lot of you have been before, so welcome back on the drive along. So we're heading towards the halfway. In a moment I'm going to turn off this main road and we'll get into the lanes. You may have seen this road quite a lot in my drive alongs because it's quite familiar to you if you've watched a lot of my videos before. This is sort of a main route and it's hard not to use it if you're around this end of the island, but you may not have seen the roads I'm going to go down today. Hopefully it'll be new for you. So I'm just waiting to turn right here, and this is known as the halfway. You can see the speed sign there, maximum 25 miles per hour, and you're not allowed to turn left, so obviously I'm going to turn right. I drove down this road actually in my last video, so if you've watched the last one you'll recognise this, but at the end I'm turning into a different route, so it's not the same. Very careful on the speed down here, and there's a story to that. Watch the video I published previous to this if you want to know the story, or just have a look round in general. I won't bore you with the story again, but believe me, I'm not going over 25 down here. So off we go. Lovely day, about 22 degrees here in Guernsey, so can't complain. Coming up to the traffic lights, we're going to turn left, and if you recognise this place, if you recognise this road, as I always say, please leave a comment. I love hearing about your stories of driving in Guernsey and all, anything you want to comment on, if it sort of triggers any memories. So the speed limit down here is 25. This is a very nice, just relaxing road to drive down. We've got a bit of signage here, so we've actually got a speed limit of 20 miles per hour. It's a one-way road, and you can see, look how narrow this is. There's a cycle path on the right hand side for cyclists, and there's also a pedestrian bit as well on the right, so it's fine if you want to cycle on bikes down this road. There's just people going about their normal day life, sweeping up. You know, it's really nice. There's a local post office van on the right, Guernsey Post Office. Nice for walking your dog down here or going for a little stroll. As I say, because the speed limit's so slow, you don't have to worry about cars racing past or anything like that. Still a one-way road, so nothing should be coming down, but you never know. And there's horses around it. I think there's a horse stable on the right. Let me know if you're familiar with the horse stable, because sometimes you see horses walking around with their owners around here if they're walking from to a field or something like that. And by the way, Guernsey Prison's just on the left, just a little bit further back. Traffic lights are green, let's carry on. So you see in the houses, what a lovely place to live. Very, very peaceful, very well kept houses. You'll notice that in Guernsey. I mean, I would sort of go as far to say that in Guernsey there's not really a poor, rough part of the island, if you know what I mean. Everywhere's pretty nice. There's nowhere I would say is a rough end of the island, and don't go down there. We're very lucky that because it's so small, everywhere is kept to a nice standard. Houses are all a good standard. So this is a one-way road again, and you can see it's still got the cycle path on the right and the pedestrian path on the right as well. Car just pulling out there. So I wanted to show you these lanes, and the lanes continue. I do loads of lane work in this video, and I just think it's nice to do this now and again rather than the main routes. You can see beautiful flowers, lovely collarings on the hedges with all the flowers growing at the moment. Through we go. Still one way. And we got a cyclist. So there's no way I can really overtake here, because if I try and overtake, I'm going to go onto the cycle path the other side. I mean, it is narrow here, but also I drive a Ford Transit, which you'll be familiar with if you watch my videos. So it's a Ford Transit van. It's probably a bit wider than a normal car, so I really haven't got any room to overtake. But to be honest with you, I don't really want to overtake anyway, because it's so nice down here. I think this bike is going to turn. There we go, he's out of the way. So you can see we've got quite a lot of signage, you know, notifying you of any change to speed or if there's cycle paths, things like that. The thing that isn't really signposted too well in Guernsey, and a lot of tourists always mention it, is the name of the roads. They're not always well signposted, and a lot of the names in Guernsey, the roads are French, obviously because we're so close to France, so they're quite hard to pronounce sometimes. Just go around this car. No, I'm not. So pulling out. We're heading to a filter and turn system, so whoever gets there first goes. Then we take our turns, and you can see there's a school here, and the speed limit just slightly more now, 25 miles per hour. There's a school on the left, Capel's school, and through we go. There's some traffic lights around here. So getting back to the size of the road's got slightly bigger here from where we were a minute ago, ever so slightly. A few traffic lights here, and you know the speed limit does change. Just past a 35 zone, so we're back up to 35. So 10 miles an hour faster. So we're not going to break any land speed records, but you know, it makes a little bit of a difference. Head into the filter. Then just here, I'm going to go right. Down the hill. And I'm heading to some small lanes again. You can see a lot of the cars have to mount the pavements. That van that just went past, that's the same as mine. So like two of us meet, one of us has got to pull on the pavement, someone's going on the pavement, or we're not getting past. So normally mount the pavement, and you do have to mount the pavements a lot in Guernsey. It's just something you need to do. Obviously you need to be very careful there's not pedestrians on them, and ideally mount the pavement and stop and wait for the other car to go past, then signal and turn off the pavement. But to be honest with you, everyday driving, people don't tend to stop on the pavement. They'll just mount the pavement and drive along it if it's clear. You have to be very, very careful. And we're going left down these lanes. Have you ever been down here before? Again, taking you off sort of the main route, because I want to show you some different stuff today. Really nice Guernsey cottages, quite small, very pretty around here, good for walking again. Well, I haven't actually been down here a lot. Quite a big house in front there. Round to the right, then it goes round to the left. Then up we go, up into the lanes again. Some greenhouses there on the left. You can see getting quite narrow around here. This is two-way road, by the way, so I've got to keep my eyes peeled, because if I meet something, you've got to react quite quick. Nice farmhouse style on the left. Nice palm tree. I love seeing the palm trees in the gardens. Yeah, got through nicely. Well, there we go. That's the end of the lane work. Thanks for watching. Remember, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more on Guernsey. And I'll see you next time.